Welcome to my channel, Learn and Earn, to live your life on your own terms. You are a company, you want to raise money, you want to improve your business, you want to expand and grow your business. What should you do? You have limited resources. There is one option wherein you can expand your business, and that is through IPO, Initial Public Offer. So, what do you mean by IPO? How does IPO help you to get a better portfolio and improve your business performance? Now, an IPO is an initial public offering when a company decides to go public or list on the stock exchange. Now, what does it mean? Now, when company reaches a stage when they are profitable, they often decide to go public. This means the private company starts issuing stocks to the public in the stock market. So once the company goes public, its status changes from a private company to a public company. So if I want to become a public company, if I want to expand my business, I need money. And for me to get that money, I need to go in the market. I need to raise funds. I need to ask people to invest in my company. And this is how I can do that, by bringing an initial public offering in the market. So, what is the difference between public and private company? The difference is in the shares of the company and how they are held. In private company, the shares are held privately, whereas public company, the public buys the share from the stock market. So, why do companies opt for an IPO? Why is there any other way they can buy money or they can expand the business? Yes, there are many options, but IPO is one of the options. So, what are the prerequisites for a company to become an IPO, to float an IPO? It should be profitable. It should be having clean business account. So, if your company is profitable and is growing at a constant rate, you can file an IPO and raise more capital. Capital means raise more money for expansion. So, when a shareholder is buying stocks, they are offering the company's capital. The company can then use this capital to fund its growth and expansion. An IPO also offers the opportunity to the founders and the initial investors of the company to cash out. In fact, the company has promising first initial performance. You can get big money and become a millionaire or billionaire within one day. Now, while an IPO may help you to raise more capital for your company, to raise IPO or to bring IPO in the market also requires a lot of scrutiny, a lot of public exposure, a lot of rules and regulations to be followed as per SEBI guidelines. So it's not that to bring an IPO you will have an easy life. The thing is, you will have to comply with most of the uh, government rules and regulations. Is there any risk for opting for an IPO? Not really, because IPOs are accompanied by a lot of paperwork and hassles. The company which are mostly safe and have good financial standing and background over the last 3 to 5 years only come in IPOs. So it's something which is very difficult for a company to get into, and it's also a very expensive affair to bring an IPO in the market. The company has to spend loads of money to underwriters, lawyers, auditors, registration fees, etc. And once the IPO is filed, the company has to abide by several rules and regulations, which force them to be more transparent but also involve higher administrative and labor cost. So It's not that if you want to get money, you have only one option, that to get to raise an IPO. There are many other options, and you should always look at the positives and negatives and then decide whether to go for an IPO or not. The stock market is full of good and bad experiences, and it depends upon how much comfortable you are in investing in the market, your level of knowledge, comfort, your risk taking ability. Uh, these are the things which will determine if you can invest in IPOs. So, is there any risk and rewards of investing in an IPO? We all know that stock market, share market is subject to market risk, and any investment which you do is something which can go good and can also go bad for you. So, this means you get a share at low prices, and if the company flourishes, the share prices also go up. So, this is basically the profit or the loss which you can suffer. Now, while the company comes into the market, it has to bring a prospectus, which is a very crucial document that shows not only the performance of the company at present, but also how the company will plan its future and how it will perform. What are the uh, growth model? What is the way it will go forward? So the offer document, the prospectus is a very important document when you want to invest as an investor in an IPO. So I hope this video would have given you a lot of valuable information about this important topic. Thank you.